the Lockdown Lounge. I'm Belladonna, and tonight I have with me one of Australia's favourite magicians, balloonist, sideshow freak, Benny Orson. He is also the founder of Circumnavigate. Hello, Benny. How are you?
Hello, Bella. I'm very good.
That's good. So thank you very much for joining me tonight on the Lockdown Lounge. So first things first, what made you fall in love with magic?
Interesting question. I suppose I was about 8 years old.
Yeah.
No, would have been even younger than that. Maybe about 6, I suppose.
Yeah.
Bit of a blurry childhood. Got shuttled around to lots of different places. And I remember finding a book in the library and as, you know, like, oh, this is exciting. And found I could do things that other kids couldn't. And which is the reason why I fell in love with magic, why I still do magic. It's no longer so much about me and more that I love the interaction and the connectivity, the connection that I get to have with other people.
Yeah. Oh, that's wonderful. So it's not at all that you've never grown up like most magicians.
Well,
we like
that too.
We like to hold on to the youth. We're like vampires.
Very much so.
Yeah.
Quite adverse to the sun.
Yeah. So you do a lot of different things. Yeah, you do ballooning, you do circus, you do magic.
Well, yeah. So that was, I suppose that there's a bit of a funny story behind that. I remember. So I've been doing magic, you know, most of my life ish, and then I joined the Navy, and I spent 10 years in the Navy, and you know, even when I was in the Navy, I had lots of friends who were magicians at the time as well, and they were all going, Benny, you're so good, you should leave the Navy. And everyone's going, like, you should leave the Navy, like there's so much money. Oh, you know, we just did gigs for Macquarie Bank. Oh, there's so much work out there. Wow. So I've gone, sweet, like I got this. So I quit my super secure job and okay guys, where's all the work? And we go, so mate, GFC, like there's no work left anywhere. I'm like, so you know, like I'm not going to rejoin the Navy. What does one do? Well, I asked a friend and he said like, well, I can get you some jobs doing kids parties. I was like, oh, that's okay. Can you twist balloons? Not really, but you know, I'll find out everything I can. Can you teach circus? Oh, I know how to juggle. Okay, and then I learned everything there was about circus, and then can you clown? Well, I could learn how to clown. All of that. So yeah, and now I do everything.
You are definitely one of the more diverse entertainers in Australia, and a lot of people out there would know that you and I go way back, like talking in the decades now. And you've performed in pretty much every stage show I've ever put on, from Cabaret Mystique to Voodoo Review to V Club. And you've also blown us away when we did the Mad Hatter's Tea Party to raise funds for cancer, and you did the amazing balloon presentations for our guests. Right. So out of all the things that you do, what do you class yourself as an entertainer? Do you class yourself as a magician or a balloonist or a circus person? How would you bill yourself?
No, I mean, it was really funny because I was passing some memes around yesterday. Which is there's this old one which is like a rock singer plays 3 chords to 3,000 people, and a jazz musician plays 3,000 chords to 3 people. Yeah, and I'm a bit of that jazz musician. I you know, like I don't have a huge following, or you know, like I don't do a huge amount of work, but I do everything, and I wouldn't have it any other way. Yeah. You know, I'm, you know, I can wake up one morning and go, today's the day, and I'll pick up a deck of cards and I'll spend 12 hours just with a deck of cards in my hands. And then the next day I look at a deck of cards, I go, not today. Yeah. But then I might want to have a bit of a juggle, or, you know, a bit of a spin with some poi, or so, you know, or maybe today's just a day to do lots of reading. So yeah, if I just had to do one thing, I think I'd get a little bit bored.
Yeah.
So
I think a lot of us would.
Yeah, so I think I'm primarily a magician, but I love to do everything else as well.
Yeah.
It's what happens when your job's your art, right?
Yeah, exactly. So lastly, you and I, we live fairly close to each other, and we're in the thick of the lockdown at the moment. We've been locked down now for what, 8 weeks, 9 weeks? I think it's the 9th week now. Yeah. So how has this lockdown
I stopped
impacted
counting after
you?
week 2.
Yeah.
What was that, sorry?
How has the lockdown impacted you as a performer, like mentally, psychologically, financially? I know that's a hard question to answer because it's very close to home right now, but if we don't ask the hard questions, we won't get it out there. So,
well, I mean, how did it impact me? Well, you know, just the same as every other performer out there.
that's better.
Okay, so I'm just going to quickly finish this up. So I suppose I've been very blessed that, you know, I do live in a really fabulous house. So I'm surrounded by my own art. And, you know, actually somebody asked me just recently, they said if I'd been affected much. And I was suggesting, well, you know, we're in the entertainment business. And the business is dismal. The business is gone. Except the entertainment side is fantastic. I get to surround myself with art every day, and you know, so that's fantastic. You know, I get to do what I love every single day, with the exception of the performing for people. I love performing for people, but you know, I got into this because I love learning, I love practicing, I love coming up with new ideas. I get to do that every day. So in a way, lockdown's been a blessing. You know. Also, you know, a bit of a fanatical optimist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We all know that. Well, anyway, on that note, other than the project that you would do with me on a Tuesday, which is Trash Out and Twisted Tuesdays, you can find it on Facebook. What other projects do you have in the works online, or have you got something coming up that you want to let viewers know about?
I've got about 30 projects on the run at the moment, but nothing I'm willing to let the viewers know.
Oh, okay. Very tight-lipped, are we?
You know, as I said, always the optimist, always the optimist. So I can't let the fact that we could conceivably be locked down till February next year hinder my dreams. So no, hundreds of projects on the run. Hopefully you'll get to see me at some stage, somewhere, doing something. All
right. Well, if you like Benny and you want to see more of him, you can check him out on Facebook, YouTube, I imagine, and Instagram. Also check out his Facebook page and Instagram page for Circumnavigate. All right. That's it from the Lockdown Lounge. Thanks again, Benny. See you soon.
Thanks, Bella. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Mwah!
Oh, dear.